This city is situated on the northern coast of Japan's largest island, where the winters are cold and the flavors are bold. I don't know what I'm saying. Here are the stadiums and arenas of Aomori, Japan. Speaking of cold winters, Maeda Arena was initially built to host some events at the 2003 Asian Winter Games, but it now hosts a basketball team called the Aomori Watts. You may be wondering, what's a Watts? Well, there is a discount retailer in Japan called Watts, but I believe this Watts is related to the club's sponsor, which is a bank. And there are a few things more boring than banks. Maybe clothes shopping when you were a kid. The architecture here is anything but boring. In particular, the roof, which reminds me of those 3D printed Adidas shoes. I do wonder what they are like to run in. I have seen them in the store and squoze in the midsole as you do, but didn't bother to try them on. Probably just a pointless gimmick. Yeah. Anyway, nice arena. Kakuhiro Group Athletic Stadium. We are not done with the strange team names, as the club that plays here are called Reinmeier Aomori. Not reindeer, Reinmeier. It's the German words for clean and sea. This reflects the fact that Aomori Prefecture is full of pristine nature, including clean seas. Although there is a nuclear power plant here, so if there is an earthquake and the sea subsequently changes its hue, then maybe don't go for a swim. Unless you want to end up like Godzilla, which, wouldn't be all that bad. You could use your powers for good. The colour scheme within the stadium is a perfect reflection of the Clean Seas name. Both the seats and the running track are a vibrant blue. Oh, and stepping back outside for a second. There we go. I do appreciate that the exterior isn't entirely concrete, as many Japanese stadiums are. It includes a bit of timber. Ooh, I like this song. Yeah. Aomori City Baseball Stadium. This city is nowhere near big enough to have a Nippon professional baseball team, but basically every Japanese city with a population of over 100,000 has a baseball stadium like this that hosts amateur baseball. Having opened in 1950, it's not exactly cutting edge, but it was renovated extensively in the year 2000. That is when it gained this electronic scoreboard. Having said that, if you told me that was from the 80s, I'd believe you. My favourite addition from that renovation would have to be this mountain back here. It really ties the whole place together. It's snow-capped. No cap. From the oldest to the newest venue in the city, Kakuhiro Group's Super Arena opened just last year. It may be small, but it is beautiful, both on the outside and within. The interior is very cozy. The hits of timber, the shape of these supports here, and the vertical lines on the walls give you the impression that you're in a forest. Well, to an extent. I doubt you're going to see any lost hikers here, but you might see a confused monkey swinging from the rafters. You never know. This is one of the smallest centre-hung video boards I've seen, but it is a small arena and certainly better than nothing. Honourable mentions. Given that this place is called Mori Transport Arena, and you are seeing nothing but cars on the inside, you might assume that this has been taken over by a car dealership like that one we saw in South Africa. But no, it still hosts a bit of ice hockey, as you can see here. Aomori Ken Soguundo Koen Q Field is a low-key track and field stadium. Generic by design, decrepit by nature. Nah, it's alright. Next door is Aomori Prefectural Baseball Stadium. I guess the other ballpark we saw is for the city residents and this is for the rural folk? I don't know. Speaking of rural folk, Aomori Velodrome is quite far from the city centre, surrounded by trees. If you disregard the material of the track itself, this place almost looks like a race course for horses, rather than mechanical horses. Or I believe some people call them bicycles. So there you have it. As for my favourite, it was a toss-up between the Rainmere's home and the new arena. I'm gonna go with Clean Seas, because the design is very clean, as you can see. Thanks for watching, have a good one.